Good morning guys, today is Sunday and I started off the day by doing a little bit of a workout with Darby, and then I had a light lunch slash breakfast. I just had a ham and cucumber sandwich, and now I've just finished doing my to-do list. I've got a lot of things that I want to get done today. I've gone a bit overboard with the to-do list, but I think I can get through everything without it being too much. So I'm just going to run through with you guys what I'm doing today. It's mainly going to be the critique video is the main thing I've got to do, like record that, edit that and upload that. That is a main chunk of the time, but then I've got other little things that take like 15-20 minutes each, which I've got to do as well. So yeah, let me show you what I've got to do today. Here it is. I decided to split it up into work related stuff and personal stuff because I always find that I put this stuff under like really high importance and I always get through everything, but I don't focus like as much time on doing like my personal goals and like making them important. So I want to try and make them just as important as the work related stuff. So like I said, the main thing is the critique video. I've got to edit the vlog, like yesterday's vlog, after I've done this, and then make the thumbnail for that and upload that, all of that sort of stuff. I also want to reply to some comments on my latest art video that I uploaded on my main channel, and reply to a lot of the Patreon community posts. So that's where patrons like post their drawings and their artwork and their sort of progression that they've done, and I really like replying back to them. So I want to go through and do all of the ones that I haven't replied to since I like last replied to all of them. So yeah, I've got to do that. I've got to order some more printer paper for my art prints and also any other art supplies that I've run out of. And again, I want to make sure that I post on Instagram. I want to keep up with that. For the personal side, I want to do a workout, which I already did this morning. I want to also do a walk, like a 30-minute walk. So I want to put that in, not only to like be more active, but also to like clear my head, go for a nice walk, have fresh air, all that sort of stuff. I want to make sure I'm eating healthy throughout the day. So this morning I just had 1.5 Weetabixes in the morning when I woke up, and now I've just had a ham and cucumber sandwich. So I would consider that healthy, so I'm doing good with that one. And I also want to make sure that I relax for at least an hour, because I find that I work so much and then I am really tired by the time it gets to the end of the day, and then I just have to go straight to bed. There's no sort of downtime. So I want to make sure I have at least an hour, but I would like, you know, maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours, so I can watch a film or something. But that is what the itinerary for today looks like. It is currently 12:30 and I'm just getting ready all of like the critique stuff that I need, all the reference photos and all of the patrons' drawings that they've submitted. And so normally I make these an hour to 2 hours depending. I just like put them all up, like list them all, and then I just go through them. I use OBS to record. That's a free screen capture software, so that's really good. And I will just, how many have I got to do? I've picked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I've picked 11 critiques to do. I tried to pick a range from different sort of like mediums and different subject matters, and I just pick the ones that are different, that I think will let me cover everything that I need to in the critique video. And I don't want to pick too many where I'm just like going through them so quick that I'm not really going in depth with them. So I think 11 I can do in, you know, about an hour. It might go a bit longer than an hour, maybe an hour 15. But I really like to go in depth with things that I think they've done really well and things that I think they could improve on. And I don't just pick one thing, I normally pick a good like 3 things. I'm about halfway through the critiques now. I've been doing it for about an hour and I have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people's critiques so far. I've just got, wait, what, how many have I done? I've done 6 people's critiques so far and I've got 5 more to do, so I'm about halfway through and it's going well. But because I'm talking constantly for those 53 minutes for that hour, it just means that as I get towards the end, the further on I go, the more I start to like mess up and like fumble my words a bit. And so I'm just taking a little break because then I want to come back regenerated and just be able to not make as many mistakes. So I've only got 5 more to do, so that shouldn't take too long. I normally critique each person's for like 5-6 minutes, so it should take about another 30 minutes and that will be done, and then I can edit the vlog. I'm really happy with how it's going so far. I do enjoy doing these critique videos because I know I'm personally helping a few people sometimes when you have so many people watching you and viewing your stuff, it's harder to find that personal connection. And that's why I like doing these vlogs, because I know it's a smaller sort of community, and like a lot of you comment regularly, so I get to know the people that are commenting a bit more, and like my patrons, I get to know them more, and it just means that I can really see the help and the progression some of you guys are making from my tutorials. And even though I love the comments from you guys saying like how much I've helped you and all of that sort of stuff, it's a lot easier to visualize when I can actually see the progression that someone is making because of my tutorials, and it means a lot. Okay guys, so I finished doing all of the critiques. It was about an hour and a half of recording, an hour 40 minutes, and I went to actually edit them and start editing it, and all of the audio was absolutely messed up. It was completely unusable. So I'm a bit sad. It's now 4:15, so I've been doing this for like the last 3 hours, and yeah, I'm just gonna have to do it all again now, and I just felt like I've wasted a lot of the day. And obviously doing the critiques is very like taxing on like mentally. You have to talk constantly, so I'm not looking forward to doing that all again. I feel like I'm gonna fumble my words a lot, but I need to get it done. It's already so late, and I'm really sorry about that for any of you guys that are patrons, but I am going to try and do it again straight away because I can't let it go any longer. But yeah, it's just I'm really gutted. I'm really gutted about that. But yeah, sometimes we can't help these things. I had a little cry, but there's nothing I can do about it. I don't have a clue why it was messed up, and I'm gonna just stop the screen capture between every single critique just to make sure it's fine, because it on both the clips I did, because I did it half and half, both of them were completely messed up. And then Darby tried to practice record it, and his was absolutely fine on the same mic. So I don't know why it was messing up. So it just sounded really bad. My voice was really low and it was really distorted, and it just is completely unusable. So yeah, hopefully when you see me in a second, I'll have done it and I'll be a bit happier. So I've finished doing the critique session. It is 6 o'clock now. So I finished doing them all, and I like stopped it between every single critique that I did just to make sure the audio was fine. And I didn't have any problems this time, so I don't have a clue why it was like that before. But my voice is absolutely killing me. It's really, really sore because I've been speaking for like 4 hours in total today straight. So yeah, but I'm really glad it's done, and I'm glad it can be edited now and there's no sort of mistakes in it. Like, I've checked it all, it's going to be fine. So it's now pretty late. It is 20 to 11 at night, and I just finished editing the vlog, doing the thumbnail for it and getting it up. So it went up about 10 minutes ago. I'm just checking back on my to-do list to see what else I've got to get done today. So I've done everything to do with the vlog and the critique, so that was the main portion of the work stuff. I'm just ordering some of the supplies I need. The main thing I need is my printer paper, and it is the Velvet Fine Art paper. This looks like a different packaging than what I had last time, but it's the same paper, the 13 by 19 inches, which is A3 plus paper, and for 20 sheets it is £58. The next supply that I need to get is some more Strathmore Bristol smooth paper. So again, this is 20 sheets, 9 by 12 inches, and this is the 300 series paper. And here's some more paper that I need to get. This is the Arches cold pressed watercolour paper. I have been loving this. I've only bought this once before, around Christmas time, and I wanted to try it because it has more of a textured finish, and I wanted to use it for my sort of expressive animal watercolour pieces, and I am absolutely loving it. I've already gone through the first sort of pad, and I think that had 12 sheets as well, so I've already used it on 12 pieces and I absolutely love it, and I prefer it to the hot pressed for the expressive animals. So I'm just going to get some more of that. This is again 9 by 12 inches, and it is £15, so it's not too bad. It is quite expensive if you're a beginner. I would recommend something a bit cheaper, but it's definitely a great quality watercolour paper if you're a bit more experienced and you want a bit more quality to your paper. The next item I need to get is a nice big tube of my white gouache. This is the only gouache that I actually use, and I just use it to go over like my watercolour pieces and to add the final highlights, because the watercolour white is absolutely awful. So I definitely recommend the gouache. It's a lot more opaque and it really does stand out. Here is the Sakura white jelly roll pens that I want to get. There's just a set of 3 and it's £5. And the final thing that I want to get is a set of these Faber-Castell 6 Pit Artist pens, and I've already got all of these pens, but I just want to get a new set of them because I've had the pens for quite a while and I feel like I've been quite hard on them and I've like wore down especially some of the nibs on these really small ones. It is now 12:30 at night and I've just finished off the last couple of things on the list. I've replied to a load of the Patreon community posts and we did some of the comments on my latest art video. I am glad that I've got a lot of ticks. There's a lot more ticks than not ticks, so that's good. And I am a bit sad that the things that I didn't get ticked off were mainly the personal things. And I know that's going to be the case because I do prioritise work stuff over personal stuff, but I really want to make sure that I do think of my personal health as just as important as my work stuff. And so it's time to finish off this vlog with the question of the day, and I'm just going to do one question for this vlog, and it is, will you make a tutorial on different kinds of skin tones with a limited amount of coloured pencils like orange, pink, yellow or something like that? When I read this comment, again like yesterday, I thought this would be a really good idea for a video where I just have a few of like the main colours like yellow, pink, maybe red, brown, a few of the main colours that you'd have say in like a 12-pack coloured pencil set, like a small set of coloured pencils, and just try and create as many different skin tones as I can with them, just to show that you can get realistic skin tones with a small amount of coloured pencils just by layering all of the different tones over each other to get something that looks more realistic. So yeah, I definitely think I will do a tutorial on that. It sounds really fun. It will be like a challenge as well as sort of a tutorial, and I think it will help people realise that you don't need loads of coloured pencils to create something that looks good and realistic. So the answer to that question is yes, you can expect to see a tutorial and video like that very soon. But anyway guys, that is it for today's vlog. I hope you enjoyed it and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye everybody.